This is our B moment, our moment to be still, to be fed by the Word of God, to be grateful. Hi everyone. So you can see I'm a little silly today, and I am asking you a question. Do you have a case of spiritual myopia? So I'm going to take these glasses off and tell you exactly what I mean, but we are also wrapping up our series on why we fail to embrace that greater calling that's on our life. And the first thing we said is we forget that God is working right alongside us. He's not expecting us to take that next step towards greater, but to get it perfectly or to have all of the answers. He is, however, expecting us to trust that He's working right alongside us. You know, it has been said that when we doubt ourselves, we're also doubting the presence of God in our life. The second reason we fail to step towards greater is we fail to move on from those places we've outgrown. We stay in a place that we were never intended to stay in. Sometimes that's a job, sometimes that's a relationship. And so we feel a sense of paralysis on us and fear because we're not moving on from what we've outgrown. And the third reason is the reason today we get a case of spiritual myopia. Now, what do we mean by that? It means improper focus. It means that we can clearly see what our problems are and what the obstacles are that are in our way. But our vision, our spiritual sight, if you will, becomes blurred and fuzzy when we're trying to focus on who our provider is and answering the question, will God answer the prayer? Will He provide? That all gets fuzzy. And today I want to encourage you to take these glasses on and put your spiritual ones on. And that's what the disciples had to do when it came time for Christ to feed the 5,000. So they were a large crowd. It was 5,000 people gathered to hear Christ. And the disciples suggested, let's send everyone home so that they can back to the villages so that they can get food. And Christ said, no need for that. I've got 2 fish, 5 loaves of bread. Disciples didn't realize He was going to multiply the food, but He did. Here is the key point. Shortly thereafter, there was another encounter to now feed 4,000. What did the disciples suggest? They suggested the same thing. Where are we going to get food from? Let's send the people back into the villages. Losing a sense of spiritual myopia is knowing Christ did it before. He answered your prayer before. He provided before. He will do it again. And a special word to the graduates is that on your new journey now, you're going to come down with spiritual myopia. The key is knowing when to take these off and to see, not focusing on the problem, but focusing and not being fuzzy, bringing into clear focus who your provider is. So today, if you are a graduate, know that you've got a great road ahead of you. If you know a graduate, forward this message. But if you're not and you're stuck, hold on to these words. Set your mind on things above, not on earthly things. Colossians 3:2. So share today's message, especially with a graduate. Subscribe to our channel and tune in next week when we talk about waiting on God. Bye-bye.